Again, Really Rye Guy here with another comic book review. This time we're going to go to Marvel. Spider-Man Deadpool number 8. I'm a huge fan of Spider-Man. I loved him since he was, the animated series from the 90s. And Deadpool was also a great, funny character who finally got the big screen adaptation he always needed. And it's good to see him teaming up and doing what they do best. Nothing, but they still tend to do some, they beat up some people randomly, whatever. But that's kind of the problem I have with this story. Right now, it's coming to a halt. This story is just not very interesting per se. They go after the guy, and for a conclusion issue, you expect a little more than just kind of wrapping up things and then discussing all the other tropes that they talked about in all the other issues. They had 2 solo issues, 6 and 7, before this one. This was a big conclusion series, and I really liked 6 and 7 more. They were new artists doing new fresh takes on the Spider-Man Deadpool franchise, merging them together. It was more interesting than the actual main line. Come on, Guinness, you can do better than that. But, the black suited Spider-Man was kind of cool with the symbolism of his anger and hate towards Deadpool killing him multiple times and resurrecting him multiple times. But it's just, I found that it kind of got old after a while. I was like, all right, I'd rather see I like the old school Spider-Man outfit. I don't know, the black suit Spider-Man was always a symbiote. It referred back to the old times when he was being, basically a symbiotic entity was taking over his mind, making him evil. In this case, that's not the true Spider-Man. He's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. It's not like the, I'm gonna burn half your street and murder your children in front of you, Spider-Man. No. But now, speaking of Deadpool, that is actually perfectly Deadpool. Deadpool is crazy as always. His banter is very funny. His witty dialogue helps to get through page to page to page. And it got me through the story, even though I thought it was kind of mediocre. Which I hate to say that, following a crossover of 2 great Marvel icons. Now, at the end, it was interesting how the main bad guy is designing a Spider-Man Deadpool hybrid badass girl who's going to go around and I'm guessing to be the next villain in these upcoming issues. I'm interested to see what kind of power she'll have and what kind of combinations we'll get with those 2 heroes their blood being transfused into hers. But other than that, I have to honestly say it wasn't as good as I was hoping it would be. But I still have hope that the series will go on an upward trend instead of going down. But for this issue, I'm going to give Spider-Man Deadpool number 8 a 6 out of 10.